I recently decided to move my plants from soil to LECA. Not because I'm an expert, but because I was tired of dealing with soil mess and mostly fungus gnats. I did a lot of reading and looking at YouTube videos, some of the links I have listed below, and of course some in-depth conversations with ChatGPT that gave me the courage to try it. So here we go. Let's talk about fungus gnats. They love moist soil, and once they move in they do not want to leave. I once came home from a holiday to find a thin layer of dead gnats all over my bedroom floor, like an actual insect graveyard. That was kind of my breaking point. I tried everything: sticky traps, those little wormy thingies, a layer of sand, repotting the entire plant in fresh soil, bad idea because the soil was bad, even soaking the whole thing in a hydrogen peroxide solution. Nothing really worked. I was close to giving up and either throwing out half of my plants or trying something drastic, so LECA it is. So I started repotting. I took each plant out of its pot and gently shook off the soil. And then came the longest part, rinsing and detangling the roots. I used lukewarm water and slowly worked through each one, sometimes with my fingers, sometimes with a little brush, to remove all of the remaining soil. Once they were properly clean, I gave them a quick soak in a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution to sanitize the roots and hopefully avoid rot or mold. It took forever, but I actually really enjoyed it, mostly because I learned something new. I had no clue about root systems before, and it was surprisingly interesting to see how different they are from plant to plant. Before anything went into LECA, I had to prep the stuff, which is a whole process in itself. Lots of rinsing, then soaking, then rinsing again. It took almost 2 days, which is not ideal if you're a slightly impulsive person like me who wants to start the moment the idea lands. However, I did it, and once the LECA was ready, I moved the plants in. For the bigger ones, I used self-watering pots with a water level indicator. For the smaller ones, I made a little setup with a wick. I saw online that it helps to submerge the LECA in water first. It makes it easier to place the roots. And honestly, this was my favorite part. Gently tucking the roots into the LECA, then lifting the pot and draining the water. Fabulous. It got a bit fiddly trying to make sure the roots were properly covered and supported, but overall it worked. Or at least, it seems to work. Let's see how they hold up over the next few weeks. So here we are, 2 weeks in, and most of the plants are doing really well so far. The ZZ plant is still on its long recovery journey, but that's a different story. The peace lily is a bit droopy, which is fine, and I think my calathea actually won't make it. But the other 10 I repotted, splendid. There are still a few gnats flying around, but the number has massively gone down. Now it's just about watching and waiting. If things stay stable, I might even repot some of my favorite plants, like my 2-meter tall monstera or my beautiful flamingo lily. Follow my channel and you might just witness that happen. For now, I'm honestly super pleased.